Okay? But so the hadith of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said the word that is being used as deficient doesn't mean stupid, because the hadith explained. He said means when there's two witnesses, a man, the testimony is equal to two women.
Yes.
Okay, that specific matter. Okay,
And then he says because a woman is deficient.
No, that's not the hadith. The hadith
It was
says
narrated by Abu Sa'id.
that's English. The hadith doesn't say. The hadith explained
In
after.
Arabic, what did he say?
That's what I'm saying. The hadith said, Prophet said, you are deficient because of your testimony is equal to one man, two women.
You know,
That's
I
it.
understand the concept. I'm
That's
asking
it.
why. If God created man and women equal,
I understand that. It's a specific issue of the verse. Okay.
You
So
curse a lot and you do not appreciate your mate. So they're talking about partnership.
Okay.
I have never seen those who have shortcoming in mind and religion controlling those who have sound minds other than you. She said, O Messenger of Allah, what is the shortcoming in mind and religion? So it's not deficiency, it's shortcoming.
Shortcomings,
That
that's
also
it.
means
That's
less
a good
than,
one.
like
No,
a less.
okay, explain.
And even a hell full of women.
No, explain. No. There's more women.
Remember, that's the second point.
Second
Just
point.
saying.
Yeah.
Remember, she's now to jump in. Can you deal with 1 point?
Yes, of
okay.
course.
So this, thank you very much for help us, because good translation this one. Shortcoming.
shortcoming.
He's not happy. Look. Hatred for Islam. Hatred. He will kill us, if he's allowed to kill Muslims. Wallahi. Go on. No, he's known.
So now instead of deficiency, it's
It's shortcomings, yes. That's a good one.
So shortcoming is still a less than. And so if something's perfect or if something's good and something there's a shortcoming, it means it doesn't reach it.
No, it doesn't mean all
And
the
we
time.
know we can infer from that it's two women.
Are you
that
asking me? You're asking yourself.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, but
can
you're
we-
explaining
I'm
now.
asking You, can we?
Let me answer.
I'm
Remember
still
the question
asking.
now,
You
still
haven't
talking.
answered me. You've changed the word deficiency to shortcoming.
No, I didn't. He gave you a translation.
Fine. And what I'm saying
I'm confused. What's the point?
I'm sorry, is it my deficiency that makes you
No,
question?
because
I asked
you're
this
babbling
gentleman-
on. I don't understand
I'm
what
not
you're talking
babbling.
about.
I'm
Yeah.
He's saying it's
Well, it's the-
shortcoming
follow
deficiency.
English.
So keep
I can follow English.
if you allow me to finish.
Okay, then finish.
Okay, so the hadith explained.
Right.
He says the reason being because of your shortcomings in religion
Yes.
and because of the two testimony. Okay. However, there is some situation when a woman testimony is equal to 4 man testimony.
And what are those situations?
Okay, situation. If example me, I accuse a woman
Yes.
to commit fornication.
Yes.
Now, if I bring 3 witnesses, 3 men, the judge will accept her testimony against us and will be lashed.
Okay.
So now, how come no one speaks about this one?
I don't know. I've
Okay,
never
so
heard of it.
therefore in Islam we have to understand.
Sharia?
Okay. Sharia, yeah,
Yeah.
Sharia. In Islam, we believe because there's some issues which called branches issues.
Sorry.
Branches.
Branches?
Yeah, there's
Like on a
secondaries.
tree,
Yeah.
branches.
Yeah, secondary. So we coming from the angle that Allah is the most high, the most
Yes,
wise.
and He created us equal.
No, without any doubt. Prophet Muhammad said, man is equal to every woman.
Yes.
But in the Bible, doesn't believe that.
No, but I'm saying that 2 to 8 2.
No, it's not. Because what you have to understand, what is wisdom? Wisdom to put every...
Knowledge of good and evil.
If
And
you
the
can let me
fear
to
of
finish
it.
my point.
Oh, I was quoting the Bible.
No, but,
Sorry.
wisdom to put everything in its proper places. You understand?
Okay.
You with me? So there's some situation when the equal or when the testimony of one woman is equal to 2 men or 3 men. You understand? So let me now what I would say to you, as mentioned before. So now also we know that Prophet Muhammad mentioned in the hadith because he spoke about Jahannam. There's more women.
Yes.
Also in the hadith, there's more women in paradise than a man.
Oh, so there are
Yeah.
just more women in general.
There's one more woman. Okay, no. Because why? Okay, if you finish, of
men
course.
live longer.
Because no, woman. No, it's not hurry. It's not hurry, it's woman. Okay. And now,
can I make a point now? You've
allow me
been
to finish
talking
my
a
point.
lot, but it's a very long point.
Yeah, but are you asking me a question, are you? She's not here to listen, innit? Yeah, no. But allow me to finish. My point here now, what I don't like hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Okay. If I said to you, he is the head of you,
Yes.
what does it mean?
It means he's my husband.
No, it doesn't mean that your
Or he's
husband.
someone in the church.
He's in charge of you.
In the church, I'm
Okay.
saying.
When Jesus said Jesus is the head of every man, what does
Yes.
it mean?
It means he's in charge.
In charge doesn't mean husband.
No, in charge.
Okay. So now you're in charge. So when he said every man is the head
say
of
every
every
man.
Yeah,
He
it says
was
here.
talking to
Get the
who
Bible.
did?
Jesus said that.
Every man.
He said,
So a Muslim
he said
man
the
would
Father.
be
He said
the
God.
head of me.
No. Of course, about the Bible, Christians. It's Christians. Bro. So
Isn't he talking about among
That is
the
so
men?
I have 2 this one. Okay. This one. Anyway. So now.
it's not.
Here. For the husband is the head of the wife.
Yes, the
Even
husbands,
as no, there's
not
another
all
one.
men.
No, there's
Okay.
another one. When the Father is God.
said that.
No, there's another one. Which
Okay.
God is the head of every.
Christ is the head of the church.
No,
which
before that,
includes the men.
no, before that. God is the head of Jesus.
Yes,
Jesus
the
is the head
Father,
of
not God.
the Father. Yes,
is
that
the
is the
head,
term. The Father is the head of what? Jesus. So there's hierarchy. A man is the head of what? Of woman. So a man is bigger than a woman. Is higher than a
Do you
woman.
know what? Yeah, it also shows that there's difference.
Yeah, of
between
course.
Jesus and the Father.
There's different yes. Also, there is a man here.
Every woman is man.
But I want you to realize the head of every man. I want you to realize the head of every man is a Christ,
Yes.
and the head of woman is man.
Yeah, not every man.
No,
I don't have to
it's
listen
a-
to all men.
I didn't ask you that.
No,
It's
I
a man.
said that. I didn't ask you. I'm telling you.
No, but Jesus said Jesus.
Jesus said all men are headed by Christ, and the head of every woman is man.
Is a man.
Not
So there is
mankind.
hierarchy. I didn't say mankind.
I'm making that distinction because you seem to think that I should listen to a man just because he's a man.
No, yes,
No,
yeah, that's what, yes, that's what he said. That's what he said. Do you accept that?
In the
Hey,
other
Paperboy, do you accept
verse-
that? Are you feminist, by the way? Huh? Of
For the
course,
believers.
I'm not talking for the Muslims, am I? It's a Bible.
Well, I don't know.
But
You're
you,
a
as
man
a
and
Christian,
you're cutting me
you
off.
are higher than
You're
her.
doing it because you're male.
He believes that.
No,
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 he knows that. He doesn't believe that. He knows that. He knows that. No, but you're.
But it's talking about the household.
No.
That's why I said, is it talking about
There's
the
another
believers?
passages, another one. Are you not familiar with the Bible?
I said
It's man higher than man.
Yeah,
It's man
it
higher
says
than woman.
No.
It's man higher than woman.
There's another one. Here, read it.
Oh, now he's
Oh, listen,
discussing with me.
it's man higher
Okay,
than
it's a
woman.
lie.
I'm not involved.
You know what? Khalas.
Because when I'm involved,
He's scared. He's scared, so don't get involved.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
I know it's a bit of
would you like me
a
to get
pantomime.
involved?
Thank you very much.
My
So another
question
time.
is- Okay, so it's just that if God created man and women equal, which we both agree,
Generally speaking, yeah, generally speaking.
Well,
Then
in
they
the
tell me
beginning,
to
Adam
answer
and
when
Eve equal.
they want.
No, but you don't believe that as a
I
Christian.
believe Adam and Eve were
But you,
equal.
are you aware that the reason?
No, I haven't finished my point. So my point is, if they are equal, then I don't understand why certain circumstances. I understand they have differing responsibilities, different roles in the family, but I don't know why in a court of law, God's law, they would be treated unequally. I think that's contradictory to God's central message of humankind.
No, it's not. It's not because God mentioned the reason. No, God. Look, speaking to him, we speak. She asked questions. I thought you were not involved.
Even if First Timothy is there.
No. Are you involved or not?
If you want me to get...
Are you involved or not?
You want me to get-
No. Are you involved or not?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So no. What, do you accept? Will Jesus, look, hypocrisy. When something against him, he pulls back. When something he fixes for him, he comes in. That's hypocrisy.
Because before when I wanted to get involved, they said don't get involved.
Anyway, what I was gonna
Then
say.
it's-
Anyway, my point here is that you keep asking questions, and you already Allah mentioned the reason being for that situation. In order for the woman, if she forgets, she will remind the other woman. You understand? So Allah mentioned the reason for that. However,
You didn't tell me that.
yeah, Allah mentioned the reason that it's not because they're just we treat them like they're nothing. Because we know one of the great scholars, I mentioned that to you before, one of the great scholars which the companions, Prophet Muhammad's companions used to refer to, what's her name?
Who?
One of the Prophet Muhammad's companion, female.
Islamic scholar.
Islamic scholar.
Aisha.
Aisha. So he knows. He knows. So he knows. So he knows how we don't mistreat women. He knows women has hierarchy.
Can he name a female
Listen.
scholar
saying it's
that never
mistreatment.
slept with the prophet?
And,
Because we have female prophets in the Bible.
what are you talking about?
We have
He's saying
Esther.
she's a scholar, so therefore, because she's a woman, it's some
equality.
sort of exactly.
No, I'm just
But
showing
this
you.
is
No, you're missing the point.
That she
Wait,
happens to
wait,
be
wait,
his
he
wife,
He just said we've got female prophets in the Bible.
Yes,
Which
we have
one?
Esther.
Female prophets in the Bible.
Esther.
Some of Ibn Kathir teaches
Esther, the
women.
book of Esther.
What are you talking
What's he
about?
talking about?
Esther,
No, we're
she's a
talking about.
female prophet.
What are you talking about?
You
talking
said
about
you have a
equality.
female scholar.
Scholar, we've got a female
What was your
prophet.
point about having a female scholar?
No, I'm showing her
Equally.
that. No, I'm showing her that in Islam, women doesn't mean they are stupid or something.
No,
Because
I don't think
we know.
so.
No, I'm showing you because
Yeah.
what you lot do.
So my point was-
I haven't finished my
I'm less
point.
than me. I'm not a you
Go
lot.
on.
Oh Allah, give me aid, ya Allah. You know, so- and my point was to her
Yes.
that in Islam we don't accept women or we don't believe women is like nothing.
Unless you're a
understand?
judge and
No.
it's a
Even if
situation.
even if you're in charge doesn't mean you should oppress her
No,
because
I mean a judge. Like
You know,
they
even if
can
you're a
say
judge, you should not
two
oppress.
against one.
it's not because why? Sometimes a woman's statement equal to 3 men.
Yeah, but I didn't know
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying. So how
Is
come you
that
don't
in the
defend?
Quran?
What should
Is that
why
in the
don't?
Quran? I'm asking you. Is it in the Quran?
It's in the Quran. You have to bring witnesses. Yeah.
I'll look for that.
Yes, in the Quran. If you don't bring witnesses, Surah An-Nur. So I'm saying,
Okay.
Which?
you know,
We were talking about something. That's why I was telling you. Make your point.
my point was about showing her the woman has high status in Islam. Like one of the Muslim scholars, Ibn Taymiyyah, his teacher was a woman.
Okay.
You understand? But the great companions and the great scholars, their teacher was woman. So to show you that in Islam also women are allowed to speak in the mosque, but you're not allowed to speak in church.
Yes, I am.
Okay, let me ask you a
Get
question.
this passage.
Unless
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
asks
get the
me
passage.
to be silent.
The woman not allowed to speak in church.
Now let me ask you a
Unless I'm
question.
asked
So
to be
it's
quiet.
in this
Yeah. Let a woman, scripture. Because you become feminist today.
No,
let
I'm not a feminist.
Let a woman learn quietly with all submissiveness.
Right.
How come men should not do that?
What about when they're teaching?
Okay, no. I do not permit.
teach
No,
like
listen. I do not permit a woman to teach. To do what? To teach. To teach.
In the church?
You're not allowed to
Wait,
teach.
wait.
In Islam.
Wait.
No, wait.
No,
I'm
no,
finished.
children.
I know it's hurting. Woman is allowed to teach in the mosque. How come you tell me go teach equally?
Have you got a lot of them?
So you believe?
No. You teach God
Wait,
equally.
wait. Do
No,
you
I'm
believe-
speaking to her now.
Oh, you see?
Women are able to teach.
No. Now they want
Because
me.
she said to me,
Now they want me. They don't want me. You see? You see what they
I
do?
don't want to.
You have to get carried away.
We don't want to go.
I've got one more question.
No, before we go on
You
question.
believe- let me
Now,
ask you, do you
now,
believe-
wait, let me
I've got one
speak.
question.
No, let me
Do you
speak.
believe- you believe females can be a man?
Let me speak.
Do you believe
Let
females
me
can be a
speak.
man?
Let me speak. No,
You believe
no,
females
don't
can be a man?
Let me teach her.
Because the Bible is teaching that women, like, it's saying,
No,
it's saying,
no, please. Don't say
wait,
please.
wait.
No, New Testament.
saying-
Let me speak. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
You'd be scared to say it.
Let me finish-
He said it for you, so you don't need to worry.
Okay, no, I'm just showing her. Okay, I'm showing her my point. Her point was that I don't accept or something like that. God who created us equally.
No, I'm saying it seems like God created equally in the Quran and the Bible, and then the Quran goes on to say, except there's certain situations.
The Bible says that as well. So is the Bible.
That's not equality. That's not saying if I'm being prosecuted.
You're not allowed to teach.
No. But I can teach at home.
You're not
I can teach in the street.
Yeah, but you're
It says in
not
the
equal with a man. You're not equal with a man. Man is allowed to teach in the church. You're not allowed to teach.
But imams
Is that
are
equal?
not women.
No, I'm not talking about imam. Teacher.
I am.
Exactly.
I'm talking about teacher.
So, yes,
No,
but
bro.
you see,
So you're talking about
teacher.
No.
It's not about priest.
Paul is talking
And
about
priest.
priests.
No, it's not about priest.
He's
No,
talking
wait, I'll show you. No. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my
Because
point.
you're misquoting,
Okay.
mischaracterizing the Bible.
Let's speak.
Because
Let the
Bible-
biggest liar speak.
The Bible is talking
Go
about in black being preachers or bishops or whatever. The
Doesn't
head-
say that.
the
Who
head
does-
of-
who does say that?
If the Bible is written,
No,
for
who
Christians,
doesn't say that?
it's the Christians that
No,
interpret
don't
the
put in
Bible.
words. Don't put, no.
Christians,
So,
a
in the
Muslim
Christian,
cannot interpret
Wait,
the Bible.
No,
So
Christians
I'm
differ.
telling you,
The Christians differ.
Exactly.
The Christians,
Now,
exactly.
because I'm
to prove
saying
my
to you,
point.
some people disagree
That's why I don't like to debate
that
with this
women
guy.
cannot become bishops, but some will say this verse says women can become bishops. But he has admitted that women cannot be. He doesn't agree women can be imams.
Yeah.
So it's
Does that
exactly
talk
the
about
same
imams?
principle.
No, what did she say?
She said,
Yes.
oh, but women can, when he was reading the verse, she said,
women
oh,
can teach
but
in
women
the
can
home.
teach. The verse says women can't teach.
No,
doesn't.
even the
It
point.
says in the
No,
I'm saying it's talking specifically
Paperboy.
about being bishops,
Paperboy.
leaders of the church. That's what it's talking about.
Adam. Paperboy.
Yes.
Let us read the passage. Let us read the scripture. In the Quran or the Hadith does not say women should listen and be was it the
Deficient.
No, submissive, not deficient. You are
Exactly.
deficient. You are
It's
deficient.
deficient.
Listen. Let me finish. Let me say deficient.
You've been
Bro, let me finish.
for 10 minutes. Okay. You should, and I'll
Because you keep cutting me for the past 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay, the passage is clear. Let a woman learn quietly with all submissiveness. Okay, I do not permit a woman to teach, to exercise authority over a man. Rather, she's to remain quiet. For Adam was from the first, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but woman was what? Deceived. You've been deceived. Okay, Paul is a liar then.
No, he ain't the
Paul said he was not.
He was deceived by Eve.
Wait.
So the Bible's lying.
Paul was lying. He said he wasn't.
He said,
I'm allowed to interpret it how I want.
Oh, take
Wallahi, that's a joke.
it. Yeah, خلاص. خلاص. I want to clarify that. I walked off.
He said, let him finish.
Why are you heckling?
Wait,
I was speaking to her, Paperboy.
No, you see, look at his lies. He said, let him finish, then I can
She
speak.
said she wants to speak to Shamsi.
Okay, Paperboy, no, wait.
Look at the
Paperboy, you want to say
double
something?
Yes,
No, listen carefully.
yes.
The woman came to me, she wants to speak to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's fine.
Okay,
But
so no, wait.
Every time, let me finish. When am I going to get to speak?
When he finishes, that's how you.
Let me make my statement, then he replies.
Approaching him and you don't let him speak.
No. Let me make. He's been speaking for 10 minutes,
wait,
and he
you
said.
came.
He
Okay,
said
but
before.
listen, you came.
No.
Let
He
him
said. He gave me his phone. And
know what,
said I
leave
should
it,
explain.
because-
Yeah, just leave him. He never called you though. So.
Because Paperboy, you debated everyone.
No.
You debated everyone.
You talk, and then we'll see if you run
Okay,
away for me to respond.
look, Paperboy, look, as I said to you already, this term, don't run. I don't have to prove myself to you, because alhamdulillah, I spoke to you before for 2 hours, correct?
Okay.
So I'm not scared of you because I know you're empty. Okay. Alhamdulillah, I don't believe baby was inside private woman.
That's fine. Then
Okay.
let's-
I don't know if the devil is inside your
Private
head.
part.
Stick to the topic.
But devil.
I don't know if the devil lives inside your nose.
wait.
And therefore you need to wash it.
Okay.
You believe that?
What's more explicit? A nose or a vagina? What's more explicit?
No, wait.
Nose or vagina?
Where did Allah blow?
No, wait.
Where did Allah blow?
Look. Up.
Answer me.
First of all, brothers, let me refute that. We don't believe the devil is bigger than the universe.
Alright.
We don't believe devil is bigger than nose. We know the devil can change.
about the devil,
No,
your
wait.
nose.
I'm speaking about it. We believe a devil can change forms. Understand? But devil can change, but you believe God does not change. And he was inside the woman's private parts. So keep quiet.
to the topic.
Okay, now stick to the topic. Let's proceed. Fast, we're talking about. Okay, خلاص. Anyway, so Paperboy, my point, she stopped me. Okay? And she was talking about women and everything. She's coming from the angle.
there.
Okay, so my point was to her that there is some passages in the Quran as well, some situation when there is a woman has more right or more right because Allah give everyone he deserves. There is some specific situation, woman is exclusive rights, okay? Likewise in the Bible. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So between me and you, there is no debate. It was between me and her because she's coming from the angle that there's a problem with Quran because some situation the woman seems like this and that. When in the Bible clearly the passage said Adam was not deceived. Who was deceived? Eve. And she said no, Adam was deceived.
Okay.
So how can you defend that?
No, my thing was this.
How was your
because
thing now?
when he was talking to her,
Yeah.
then I wanted to interject. He said no. Then he gives me the phone and tells me to explain.
Yeah.
And then he said, do I want to be involved in this debate? So I stepped forward.
Okay, now
Then
record.
he said, he was speaking. I was trying to respond. He said, I haven't finished. Then when he finished, what did he do? He ran away.
No, because it's not pointless.
I was going to make a point to address
Okay, go
what
on,
he
go
was
make
saying.
points, make points.
So, because he was obviously trying to say...
Paperboy, we're not gonna say it till tomorrow. I have a class, so make your points, and then I have to go.
Let me respond to him.
Okay.
So now, he was trying to say that, highlight how Christianity treats the Christian woman.
Why looking at me?
I'm just looking all around.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So,
It's
because I
okay.
wanted to ask you a question from a hadith.
No, deal with the points. No. Don't come with the hadith. Deal with the points.
see?
Deal with the
What
points.
is the point?
My point
Okay,
was
wait.
because you came in to defend her.
Wait.
No, he's coming with
So
different
if I
subjects.
deal with the point, will you deal with my point?
Okay, where's your point? Go, where's your points?
Okay.
Because I don't,
Alright.
he's a
So
smart
now,
person.
we go to Sahih Bukhari. And
Okay.
it says, Rifa divorced his wife, whereupon Abdul Rahman married her. Aisha said that the lady came wearing a green veil and complained to her of her husband and showed her a green spot on her skin caused by a
Yeah,
beating.
Sheikh Nazar, a few days ago.
It was
You can't translate
it was
it.
the habit
Can't
of
remember.
ladies to support each other. So when Allah's messenger came, Aisha said, I have not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing
let
woman.
Let him speak.
Let him
Let me
speak.
say it again. It says, I have not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing woman.
Okay.
So my statement would be, why would Aisha say that the believing woman who is treated so eloquently, why would she say that the believing woman is treated worse than the other women?
First of all, we know that.
Because that's what her word.
First of all, Aisha,
She said, let me just say it again. I have not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing woman.
Okay, so now, first of all, the Aisha Nuardaha, that's not the Quran or the Sunnah. So she said what she witnessed, okay? And doesn't mean every, because Aisha, she saying what she witnessed. Okay.
Okay.
And this has been refused by one of the scholars. What was it say exactly?
But you said
You
Aisha
understand?
was a scholar.
Okay, it doesn't mean a scholar, a prophet of God.
But you're going to give me another
No,
scholar.
no, bro.
But Aisha
no,
was a scholar.
Paperboy.
So of course she knows.
Let me speak because I
He
can't
said
remember.
it was refuted, and he's going to try and bring me a scholar.
No,
But
I'm
I'm saying Aisha is a scholar too.
No. Aisha, she's not talking about rulings here.
Okay.
Wallah, Paperboy, sometimes you get me
But if
frustrated.
she has knowledge.
Look, it's not let me
and she-
speak.
Yeah, but I'm explaining.
But let me speak.
Go on, speak.
أعوذ بالله. والله يا أخي.
Go on.
Stop acting for the cameras, bro.
Okay.
أخي, that's why Paperboy, I don't want to speak to you because you don't let a person speak. And Paperboy, I'm speaking to you. Stop looking to your phone. Okay. Aisha, a scholar, when she gives a ruling. Now, Aisha, she said in the hadith, I never seen Prophet Muhammad doing something which according to her knowledge. But another company, he saw something else. So when Aisha said something that was according to her knowledge, she's not giving a ruling based upon the Quran and the Sunnah. Do you
That's not
understand?
what I said though.
Akhi, what she said Quran Sunnah says mistreat women. Does it say that?
I'm saying to
No,
you,
does it say
So you're
Quran?
not addressing my question. I said why
That's what I'm
did
saying.
she say?
I'm saying
Yes.
according to her knowledge that was something happening. Was she?
Did she see many women?
Listen, carefully.
I'm asking, did she see many women?
I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna let the brother because I remember the Sheikh mentioned it. He can remember the word. What was it exactly he said?
Yeah, so basically, the hadith you're talking about
Yeah.
is that a woman came to complain to Aisha.
Yes.
Because basically what happened is that she divorced a man and then she
Okay.
married another one, but then the man was hitting her.
Yes.
So basically, she complained to Aisha to get a divorce.
Okay.
Okay? And she came to her and she had bruising.
Yes.
So Aisha said, I haven't seen the believing woman suffer more. Why? Because of the calamities that believing women have gone through. But that doesn't mean that Islam treats them wrong.
Yeah,
Why?
see,
No,
it's
I
clear.
explain
Does
why.
that make
No,
sense?
I explain why. I explain why.
That was a good explanation, though.
No, one second. Because when we said the scholars explain, it means that from the apparent of the text, how do we understand the text? It's not because Aisha said something. We're explaining the explanation of that speech. We're not saying that Aisha is explaining something and we're explaining something else. We're explaining Aisha's speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
See? So the scholars have mentioned that from the text, the Quran and the Sunnah tells you to look after your wife.
Yeah.
And the Prophet ﷺ said...
That was my point
That
anyway.
be your wife.
No.
Bro, I clarified that.
He's explaining.
No, you're being ambiguous on purpose. What do you mean by be?
Strike your wife.
Okay,
as
what
we
do
say.
Muslims understand by be?
Okay.
No, one second.
You make your statement, I'm going to respond.
When you say strike, people
That's
are
why,
going to
see,
understand that
it's very
hitting someone
disingenuous.
else.
Okay.
But you've had conversation with us, and we've explained to you that the word hit is a specific
With
meaning.
me?
Because
There's no conversation with me.
We had it with the family last
Okay, so
week.
you have no idea.
Anyway,
I haven't had a
Okay, that's
conversation.
right.
so
So
Alright.
the companions explain
Okay.
that if you hit your wife, then you can't leave any bruising or mark on her
Yeah,
body.
so summarize it.
Understand?
So, Damakhi,
Yeah.
so to sorry. Summarize it clearly. So Aisha, she's not saying Prophet Muhammad said to do it or the Quran says to do it. She witnessed something which is according to her knowledge. Okay, do you understand that?
So I'm confused.
No.
So you're saying
Okay, go on.
Islam says treat the women
Yeah.
very well, but
Yeah.
then Aisha's saying all the women,
not
all
all
the
the
women
women.
she's seen
Yeah.
have been mistreated. That
But,
doesn't make
uh,
sense.
no, it's not.
She should say all the women she's seen have been treated.
No.
elevated.
Wait, Can I ask you one thing? No, wait, before you ask me, brother. So she's talking about something she saw, okay? But also Aisha, she mentioned that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ take care of the woman, okay? So now Aisha, she's mentioning something she witnessed, correct?
Okay.
You understand? So my argument is not about what some Muslims are doing. My argument was what is in the Bible. What you just did, you are bringing what Aisha witnessed that some Muslim done or some woman going through hardship. Understand? That is not what Allah said, Prophet Muhammad said. Because Allah said clearly to take care of them. Prophet Muhammad said clearly to take care of them. You understand that? Is that clear?
But then
So
it
that's
seems strange
Go on.
that the men are misunderstanding.
No,
Because
what
look, for example,
what does calamity
in Bukhari,
What calamity mean?
What does calamity mean?
let me speak first. You respond after. It says Abu Bakr narrated Aisha. Abu Bakr came towards me and struck me violently with his fist and said, "You have detained the people because of your necklace." But I remained motionless as if I was dead, lest I should awake Allah's messenger, although the hit was very painful. So now we're seeing.
No, who's Abu Bakr? Who's Abu Bakr? Wait. Abu Bakr is not her wife.
I know.
Who's
I didn't say
who's
who was
Abu
his
Bakr?
wife.
Who's Abu Bakr?
Who's Abu Bakr?
Yeah,
You tell me.
No. Akhwa. The biggest hypocrite. Abu Bakr is her father.
Okay.
So there's not the wife and the husband.
Did I say anything about wife and husband?
No, you said about the wife. You talk about a Muslim woman. Now that's how.
I said, I've never seen a believing woman mistreated. I never mentioned husband,
okay, yes, correct.
father, son.
That's correct.
So now
but it's her father. No, it's her father. You understand?
Okay.
It's her father. No, listen.
So he can beat
no,
her.
I didn't say that. No.
Okay, so what are you saying?
What? Listen carefully.
One second, he said mistreat, that's kalim. In Arabic, it doesn't say mistreat.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It speaks about calamity, to suffer. It doesn't say mistreat.
It doesn't say mistreat.
That's a lie. And suffer, I explained to you. For example,
But explain this one.
Once again.
Because he struck her with her
why
fist.
can't we-
Because it was my time to
Remember,
talk.
Paperboy is not here to
When I
listen.
interrupt, you're
He's
not
not
telling
here
me
to
to
listen.
wait.
Okay, no,
But I'm saying, because you're going off topic.
We're not going off topic.
First.
Remember, a woman should shave her off.
He
Remember,
went
in
off topic because he
Christianity.
said, who was Abu Bakr, her father?
Is her father,
That's
yeah.
not the point
But
I
you
made.
just lied now.
I
You
just
lied.
made that
No,
point.
you lied. It doesn't say
How?
mistreated. It said to suffer.
I'm reading from your own Islamic sources. So
But you
your
know,
own
that's
sources
that's
that's
that
not
lie.
that's English.
This is your own Islamic website.
Bro.
Don't blame me if I'm reading from
Paperboy,
your own
Paperboy.
sources.
Ikhwan, stop,
My point,
stop.
we're diverting. My
No,
point
no.
was this.
Okay, but no,
My
stop.
point was this. Wait, we're going off
Wait.
topic. My point was this. Aisha said she has not seen the believing woman mistreated.
According to our knowledge.
Now you are arguing that the believing woman should be treated with respect and whatnot.
Yes.
And I'm now giving you
No,
another
we're arguing.
example,
Don't answer that.
of Abu Bakr striking her with his
Okay,
fist.
I'll give you example. I'll give you example. Watch this. For example, when the Prophet ﷺ and his companions migrated to
Ikhwan, just,
Medina,
Ikhwan, remember, Paperboy, regardless how you're going to explain to him, he's not here to listen. So what we're going to explain, because he's not a criteria for our explanation to be valid, he has to accept it. Remember that. So regardless, just go explain.
so the believing woman. No, 1 second. There's many.
Wait,
Let him
can I
finish.
stress this point? I have to,
No,
because he
come on,
said,
man.
I'm not here to listen. Because he said, I'm not here to listen. But when I tried to explain the Bible, was he listening? So therefore he is exposed as a hypocrite. Because I said it's the Christians who interpret the Bible, not the Muslims.
No,
Did he listen to me?
No.
you
Let
listen
me
to
refute
me?
this argument. Let me refute this argument. First of all, you can be Catholic Christian, Ikhwa, brothers, Muslims. You can be Catholic, born again Christian, and they will differ concerning the passage. So we'll give you the authority then. Okay. Anyway, go on. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I was saying. So the hadith mentions that the believing woman, I haven't seen one that suffered the most. The apparent from the text doesn't say I haven't seen a believing woman being hit the most.
Yeah, being
Then
hit.
You could say we're interpolating the text.
I didn't say hit the most. You're mischaracterizing my point.
Once again, I'm saying then you can say we're introducing our Islamic belief into the text, but we're not. Because even the scholars mentioned that the believing woman, there's many things she goes through that the believing man doesn't go through. For example, when the Prophet migrated to Medina, there were believing women who were married to non-believing men who used to hit them and not look after them properly. So they had to travel from Mecca to Medina. You see? So there's a lot of trials and hardship that believing women have gone through that believing men haven't gone through.
So does it not necessitate Muslim men doing it?
So it's not specific
Yeah.
to say
So don't lie.
that I haven't seen a believing woman be mistreated the most, meaning that their husband smacked them
Smack them up
That's
all
not
day.
what I said.
Yeah.
That's not what. You see, you're mischaracterizing.
No, but you understand his point.
Mistreatment.
Yeah.
That's not.
There's no point.
the
You
understand his
mistreatment.
point.
You're
But
making
you understand his
false
point.
equivalent. Where did I
Okay.
say mistreatment?
Okay, where's your
means
point? Where's your
beating?
point? Where's your point?
Because I said, my first question was, why did Aisha say she has not seen the believing woman mistreated?
Do you have explanation?
So where did I say they've
Please.
lied upon me to say that I equivocated they were beaten?
No, do you
I
have
never said
explanation? Do you
anything
have
were beaten.
explanation?
Then he tried to say about Abu Bakr.
That's her husband.
being the
That's her father, yeah.
I didn't say anything. I just gave an example and said
Yeah, but
explain
that's
it.
two
So
explanations.
therefore, you
Okay.
lie.
No, I didn't lie.
I lied here, but you quoted a verse about beating your wife.
Okay.
No, but before that, wait.
But I didn't make the point. That's not my point.
Paperboy.
My question was,
Paperboy.
why does she say
Okay,
she hasn't
Paperboy.
seen the
Okay,
movie?
explained it. Do you have the explanation?
He explained it.
Can you repeat the explanation what he said?
Well, people were talking.
Okay, he was saying summarize it. Okay, summarize it. No,
Because everyone's talking. I
Yeah,
can't
sure.
hear.
Some people can't, and it's true. We have to agree with it. Okay, his explanation.
Yes.
When he said that she hasn't seen a Muslim woman suffering a lot, doesn't necessitate they were suffering by a Muslim man. Means, as the brother explained, because I remember we asked one of the mashayikh, one of the teachers, okay, and he sent a voice note. I heard about all of it, so that's why he heard it and he remembered it. That's why I tell him to translate it. So what it means here, that the time Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for example, when the Muslim woman became a Muslim, her non-Muslim husband was mistreating her as well, and it was hard for her to travel, okay, because as you know, that the Muslim woman not allowed to travel for the distance of 3 days, 3 nights by herself, okay, because we know that when a woman travels herself for 3 days, 3 nights, there's a lot of danger out there, a lot of fox and wolves out there, okay, so she's mentioned from that angle. So what she's talking about Aisha, she's not talking about Muslim man abusing her and this and that. So suffering is a
based on the scholar, but was the scholar there?
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because when you read the biographies, which we have, the biographies of Prophet Muhammad, the biographies of his companions and the wives, for example,
was the scholar there at the time?
No, example, no. The scholar,
so it's a guess.
no. Prophet Muhammad said to go back to Allah in the Quran, to go back to scholars.
Yes.
Okay? Prophet Muhammad said, the scholars are the inheritors of the Prophet. Okay? Allah never said to go back to Paperboy.
But how does that scholar know? That's
I tell you,
question.
for example,
is there
now.
a narration?
Okay.
I'm listening. Because
And now, for example, we know that there was a companion male who loved a companion female.
Okay.
And she didn't want to go back to him whatsoever. And he was suffering because of her. He was what? Imagine that he was suffering, okay? Now, if the Islam was every woman being suffered, we have this narration when the man was suffering because of her. No, because the woman was suffering. Then Prophet Muhammad came to her and said, look to his situation. Can you go back to him? She said, "O Messenger of Allah." Here, another point, brothers and sisters, to show you Prophet Muhammad was a true prophet. He was not a tyrant. Okay? She said to him, "O Messenger of Allah, do you want to reconcile between us, or is it a commandment from Allah to go back to him?" He said, "No, I just want to reconcile between you two." She said, "I don't like him. I don't want to go back to him." Prophet Muhammad said, "This is your choice." He didn't force her. He didn't say, "What? You woman, reject my statement." No, he said, "This is your choice." Okay? So there's many narration when the Muslim woman, Aisha's biography, Fatima's biography, Zainab's biography, Kulthum's biography, they were respected, treated nicely by the companions, taking care of them. So there is many circumstances, many situations when the believer woman was treated respectfully. That doesn't mean every woman.
Yeah, okay, but
do you understand
now he's
that?
given this quote, but in this hadith where the woman was beaten,
let
let me ask you a question. Did
Muhammad
we criticize the husband for beating her in that situation?
Prophet did, yes. Prophet said, no, wait. This hadith, that's a problem with Paperboy and many Christians. Christian missionaries, they don't know.
The evidence then. That's all I'm asking for, the evidence.
First of all, when you read the hadith, sometimes the hadith doesn't mention everything, so you have to go to other hadith. Okay? Let me finish. Prophet Muhammad said clearly.
I agree, that's fine. But I want to see it, that's all.
If you let me speak, I'm going to speak.
I want to see the evidence.
I'm going to say Prophet Muhammad said.
I want to see the evidence. That's
get the
evidence is
why is it he brings out the Bible and then
I don't know all the time. Paperboy. No, I have it here. Okay, Prophet Muhammad said, you're not allowed to harm your wife. You're not allowed to
that man.
No. Prophet said it to everyone. No, man. Specific.
No. I'm saying this situation where the man was beating his wife.
Okay, no.
Show me where Muhammad criticized.
Show me who said he didn't. Show me who said he didn't.
We've got the hadith.
He said he didn't. No. Wait. Because I told you again.
So
the biggest liar. Does the hadith say he didn't?
Shall we?
No, does the hadith say he didn't?
What does it? Shall we read the hadith?
No, that's the hadith say he didn't.
Read
he said he didn't.
Hadith.
Allah, I had to go a long time ago. That's why I don't speak person. Again. No. Again, read the hadith.
All right.
Wallahi.
No, because I've asked for evidence.
I said Prophet said that.
I want to see it. I asked, did he criticize? Because
no.
His point was that there was a situation where the husband or whatever didn't want to go back to the wife, and he said, "No, I want you to." Right?
He said, "I want you to." He says just reconciliation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no.
Right. So I'm saying, if he was that so upstanding as you just pointed out in that scenario,
yes,
where in the scenario where the husband is physically beating his wife, I want to see where he also criticized the husband and said, "Why did you do that?" Okay, the narration, I have to get to other narrations, but we know Prophet Muhammad clearly said, "Do not harm your wives." Clearly said that. Did he say after this happened? That's what I'm asking. Prophet says all the time. When did the Quran said it as well. When did this happen? That's my point. Because Prophet said it all the time. In order for you to say it was abrogated. But the Quran revealed over 23 years. No. That's what I'm asking. The verse was from a Madaniya verse. Okay. Madani. Prophet Muhammad, Allah said in the Quran clearly that take care of your wives. Look after them. Okay? And we know Allah Prophet said, La dara wa la dirar. You're not allowed to harm yourself or harm the others. Okay. Now you keep talking about Islam. No, wait. Well, no. The question of where did he criticize
I'm not going to answer.
Where did he criticize? No.
Paperboy, can I speak? Okay, wallahi, remember, this is the last time I'm going to speak to this guy, because he never let me finish my point. No. Do you have a problem? No, wait.
He hasn't answered my question.
Okay, I'm going to answer. Do you have a problem with harming women?
Do I have a problem?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Do you have a problem with harming women?
In what sense?
Do you have a problem with harming women?
In what sense?
In any sense.
Well, it's
I'm just
not,
asking you, do you have?
Be a woman, no.
I should be. So when God said to Moses to kill every woman, was that okay?
Old Testament.
Is that Jesus?
Old Testament.
Is that Jesus?
Old Testament.
Is that Jesus?
Well, because what we believe is.
I did ask you, is that Jesus?
Now let me explain.
Okay,
We
go on.
believe God.
'Cause
we
he's gonna listen to us.
believe God owns every soul. So if God takes a life, it's up to Him. Now prophets are an instrument of God. They speak on behalf of God and they can act on behalf of God. So if God commands something, for example, death, then God is delivering judgment. So we cannot go against what God says.
Okay, so no problem. So now when you talk about the verse, when Allah, for the sake of argument, when Allah said to Prophet Muhammad in the Quran to discipline our wives, do you have a problem with it?
To be your wife.
No, it doesn't say beat. For the sake of argument, ask for the sake of argument. For the sake of argument, to beat your wife, do you have a problem with it?
Because there's a difference. Now, God,
No, I'm asking you. He doesn't ask a question.
I'm answering.
Do you have a problem with it?
Now, I said, he asked me about people being killed because we know during the flood, men, women, children.
I did ask you that. Do you have a problem with
He
it?
doesn't let me answer.
Brother, stick to the point.
I'm answering in my own way.
That's why I don't speak to Paperboy.
They don't want me to answer. I'm saying. Exactly. He say let me answer. He say to you lot, let me answer. I'm saying
Miss my class.
when it comes to death,
Look, a family.
do I agree with
I don't speak to this guy.
beating women?
Let's speak.
About beating women.
No, I didn't. Look, Ikhwa. He never had my question. What was my question?
You were asking about the verse where it says to, I don't know what you don't like calling it beating, but I call it beating women.
What was my question?
You said, if I believe, if God orders something,
That was my question. My question said.
yes, but that's how it started.
No, my question.
You said,
Ikhwa, he doesn't listen, you know.
Because I said,
he's not willing to listen.
He's cutting me off.
No, but let me repeat my question. My question was to you.
Yes.
Clearly, you said to me, if God said to do something to a prophet, and the prophet does it, you have no problem with it.
I said, if God is I'm repeating what I said.
Go on.
I said, God owns souls.
Does he own all bodies?
So when he...
No, does he own all bodies?
He owns all
Because when he
bodies.
hits someone's body,
So,
God
so
owns
now
it.
you agree.
Then he don't have a
So
problem
now you
then.
agree.
He shouldn't have a problem.
Yes, yeah, we're talking
So
about.
you agree
Paperboy.
that
No,
you can hit
if
women.
if God said to hit
So
your wife,
now-
what was the
so you-
question?
so it's okay to-
For argument's sake, if
Yes.
God says hit your wife and God owns all bodies, is that right?
If God says...
Silence.
Okay,
answer.
So that's all right.
Shut up.
You see, these guys, they're honest. You've been learning from this guy too much. I'm speaking it.
Okay, go on.
Interrupting.
Go.
Saying no answer.
Go on.
So now we were saying, if God instructs you to be a
No,
wife,
the question,
if you
does God
believe-
own bodies?
does God own bodies?
Yes.
We will say yes, He does.
Okay, so now you said because God owns souls, so it's okay for. Remember, in the Old Testament, Moses killed a woman; they haven't done nothing. So women, masakin women, women walking. God said, "Go to Moses, go kill them." Okay, so he said the reason I believe in it, he has no problem to say it, and no one will criticize him because he's not Muslim. If he was a Muslim, he would be called terrorist.
No,
he says because let me to finish.
No, because
you be called
we
terrorist.
as
Yes.
Christians do not follow this.
No.
We as
You're
Christians
crazy.
do not follow
Is
this.
it crazy?
Because he said they'll be called terrorists. But
Yeah, if
Christians
a
do
Muslim,
not follow this. This was an order for about
you
3,
do,
4,
you
5,000 years ago. So therefore,
you do.
it falls
Anyway, you do. Anyway, my point here is so
the
you
Quran
said
is for the order.
God owns souls, yeah? So I said to you, God owns a body. You said yes. When the Bible asked you, yeah? So now when God said beats the wife as you claim, because it's not like that at all. I explained it last week to family. When God said hit beat the wife, then our argument would be you agree with us, God on the body. So God said it's okay then.
So I'm not saying I agree with what you're saying.
No, that's you. No, you're
Because
fun.
you said
no, your criteria.
you said about
Double standard
killing
now.
women. No.
Double standard.
This is false equivocation because I said when people die, for example, the floods, men, women, and children were killed. So unless you're going to criticize Allah for allowing women and children to die during the
But
floods,
you don't. That's
we're
the
talking.
point. We're talking about you, not
So are
us.
you criticizing?
No, we're saying.
So what's your point?
We're saying that you.
But he's the one who said about shaving women's hair.
No,
blah, blah, blah.
wait. Of course, we don't believe God will tell you to kill a woman because Prophet Muhammad said clearly, do not kill a woman in the war.
So-
But no, wait.
Okay.
So we have a Christian here who tried to talk about Aisha. She said, as a Muslim woman suffering, and he misunderstood it.
Okay.
And he has no problem for a woman being slaughtered alive for a sin they never done. Then he tried to make it justified by the flooding. No, don't again. The flooding again, a woman or a man committing a sin doesn't look. First of all,
Did the children
no,
commit
wait. Who said they were children?
So we have a whole nation.
I didn't ask you now.
Imagine if I say London was flooded and there's no children
Okay,
killed.
no,
That's
I
Shamsi's
didn't ask. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So were there children
No,
there?
I'm asking.
I'm asking you. You
No,
tell me.
listen,
answer.
Paperboy, I'm just asking you.
Yes.
In the Bible clearly says kill a woman.
Okay.
Correct? Does it say in the Quran the flooding there was children?
So you're saying that
No, I'm just
asking you.
No, answer my question.
No.
Answer my
I'm asking you,
question.
was there children?
Paperboy, answer.
could have said to
No,
me, was there
Paperboy.
children?
No, Paperboy. Does it say in the Bible?
No.
Paperboy.
You see
Does
how
it say
he
kill a woman?
debates?
Does it say kill a woman?
me,
Paperboy.
was
Does it say
children
kill a
there?
woman?
Was children
No,
there?
Paperboy. Listen. Does it in the Bible says kill a woman?
Was children there? I've already answered this before.
Okay, that's kill a woman. Okay.
I've answered this
now,
already.
That's in the Quran or the Bible says the children were there.
So
I'm asking you. Say yes or no.
I'm asking you.
Where's this joke? And I haven't read it.
He's trying to say there was no children.
I didn't say
killed.
that. I haven't read it.
If there's no children, I'm asking you.
I haven't read it.
I'm asking you. Do you
Doesn't
think
say
there
that.
was children?
Doesn't say
Logic
that. Forget I
dictates
think.
If Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, it's like me saying London is destroyed and there's no women or children that's destroyed. If that's your argument,
can
are you saying that?
Can logic dictate that
Are
God?
you saying there's no children?
Wait. Can the logic dictate?
Because that's
Allow me
Shamsi's
to finish,
logic.
man.
Two whole
Allow me to
cities
finish.
destroyed.
Allow me
No
to finish.
children.
I didn't say that. Can
So why are you bringing up the point?
Bro, because you are saying in the watch this, yeah? Ikhwa, another point. You said where the Prophet Muhammad told of the person doesn't say that. So now when I ask you the question, I said to you maybe Prophet Muhammad said it, but it's not there. And because why? We know Prophet Muhammad. Ikhwa, Allahu Akbar. We're gonna conclude with this. Khitamuha misk.
Or you can run away.
No,
now.
I'm gonna run away. Remember, okay, now I want to finish it. You said, I want to remind you, step by step, be honest.
Okay.
You said to me, in the hadith doesn't say Prophet Muhammad told of the person, okay? I said to you, but Prophet Muhammad clearly said, do not harm your wives, okay? Now, I said to you, does it say in the Bible or the Quran, when the flooding happened, there were children? Doesn't say that at all. Doesn't say that. You agree? Doesn't say. But you say logic dictates because our nation, it must be children there as well. Which one is more logical? Which we have a clear text when the Prophet Muhammad said, do not harm your wife. Therefore, Prophet Muhammad will tell him off. Even though it's not there, but we know, generally speaking, Prophet Muhammad said clearly, do not harm your wives. Finish, brother. Take care.
Allah has finished.
Khalas.